Hey guys, so I guess Super Bowl's going on right now. Could care less, honestly. I don't really follow football. Never really cared for football. The only sport I really follow is soccer and lacrosse, and more lacrosse than soccer. But anyway, so this video, first of three for tonight, is going to be, or rather this weekend, is going to be my review of Barrier Mesh. I mean, I just have the name Barrier up for you to see because that's what I'm doing. But it's going to be their hard mesh, not their actual um, wax mesh, because I already did that. I already did a review of that, and then I already gave it pretty good props. And so, I don't know why I'm pulling that yet, and I haven't even shown you. But so, it's just hard mesh. It's supposed to be similar to STX, the old STX Duramesh that used to be in kits and whatnot. I haven't really seen any of the kits lately, but so it's supposed to be extremely durable. And I have to say, right out of the package that I opened up, that I did an unboxing for, the it was surprisingly stiff. But it strings up very well. I strung up two pieces of the three hard pieces of hard mesh that they sent me. Brendan sent me, and I strung up two of them in two matching Easton Stealth Core heads. One is a mid-low, and one is a relatively solid mid pocket. One's shifted lower than the other, but so matching pretty much, except for placement of the pocket. Uh, it strung up very easily. It was. I'll show you with this last piece that I have. That this is brand new. This is how you're gonna get it in the package, but brand new, solid. Like, it takes a little bit to pull it, but what hard mesh have you ever gotten that does that? Like, I mean, it takes a little bit to pull it out. Yeah, I mean, it's hard mesh. It's bound to happen. But I'm pulling it all the way out, and it stays. Like, sometimes if you break in Gimalax hard mesh or something like that, it doesn't do that. I've never been able to just pull it out all the way down, and it's ready to string. Most hard mesh I've gotten before, I'll have to yank and twist it and stuff, and like run it under cold water to break it in to put it into a pocket. But this stuff is ridiculous. I've never had the opportunity to work with hard mesh like this, where it's just pull, string, and that's exactly what I did. I'll probably do a live stringing video for this one whenever I decide what head it's gonna go into. But when I strung up the two Eastons, it was very easy. I didn't have to pull super hard to stretch it to any of the top string holes. It stretched out perfectly fine to fit the full scoop. To yank it down to the sidewall holes. I mean, I didn't really have to yank down too hard, but it is hard mesh, so it's not going to really give too easily when it comes to stringing. But so I ended up just yanking it down, and it wasn't an issue. It I think it strings pretty well for a mid pocket. Haven't really messed with a high pocket yet, and I'm going to, more than likely, probably going to shift up these pockets and these Eastons or something in order to sell them or do something with them. But so I strung them up pretty easily. Uh, I brought one of them into the sink and ran it under the water. I think it might have been this one, but so I ran one of them under the sink, and there was no bagging. Like, sometimes you'll get hard mesh that'll bag out a little bit just by wetting it some, but nothing happened. Uh, it's definitely not face-off mesh. This is 100% hard mesh. This is what you're gonna want if you're a guy that doesn't like a shifting pocket at all. This stuff is definitely for you. If you want it to feel like there's a rock, like they call the ball the rock, but when it if you want it to feel like there's a rock just sitting right wherever you want that ball placement for your pocket to be, this mesh is definitely for that. Like I'm kind of a mid-low, pretty much just a solid mid pocket sort of guy, and this stuff. If I would have had this stuff in high school, I would have been set. Except for my face-offs, I'd probably get a piece of their semi-hard or soft mesh for that. But if this stuff would have been around in high school, I would have had pieces of it, ridiculous amount of pieces of it, just for backup, and to string up for my buddies. But so I already gave barrier wax mesh a really good review. All in all, I have to give it for what it is, for what this stuff is, for what it's supposed to be doing. It's not supposed to be the perfect mesh, because you're not going to get that anywhere. I don't care who you are or whatever you say. There's no such thing as perfect mesh. I might have given Ninja Lax's stuff a 10 out of 10, but that doesn't make it perfect. It's just what I would want out of an all-around mesh. But if you're a guy that likes hard mesh, it strings up easily, stretches out nicely for stringing, and is pretty much ready to go, when can you say that happens with hard mesh without having to take like a baseball bat and pounding it in? I honestly can't say that about any hard mesh that I've ever dealt with before. So Barrier Lax Company's hard mesh, I have to give a solid 9 out of 10, because if I didn't have like East Coast mesh in my Evo, and if I wasn't a traditional stringer, this would probably be the mesh that I would use. I'm probably going to put it in one of my backup sticks eventually or something like that. I don't know. But so, solid 9 out of 10 for Barrier Lax Company's hard mesh. If you guys haven't already, you should go try a piece. I know that the prices are pretty low. At the moment, I think they have a coupon code or something going on. I don't know if it's worn out yet, but go ahead and take a look. Email Brendan, email their contact, and just ask. Be like, hey, is there still a coupon code going on? Ask them. They'll probably do it. They're willing to work with you. The customer service is great. I chat with them maybe once a week, maybe once every 2 weeks. I chat with them about something, and like we follow each other, post stuff and whatnot on Instagram, and all around I think it's a great company. And so go give them a like, go give them a look even, and I'll put a link in the description. That's all I got for you for now for this video. So thanks guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one.